of why plastic items are so important on our daily living and what are the consequences of using too much of them. Nowadays, the amount of plastic used during a year period is so exaggerated that you won't believe it. In the article Raising Awareness of Plastic by Benitia Wassenaar, explain how almost 3 million tons of plastic are produced in 1 year period. This big amount of plastic that we use bring a lot of consequence to our system and to our environment that's going through a tough crisis right now with the climate change. It is common knowledge that all the harm the plastic can cause to our environment and to our bodies. So by doing some research, I have found some benefits that avoiding plastic item has. There are a lot of benefits that comes along with the use of non-plastic items. First, avoiding the use of plastic items can bring a lot of health benefits to our life and to our bodies. One of them is that it can avoid or reduce the risk of getting cancer. Scientists have proved that a very small amount of chemicals, such as bisphenol A, is present in plastic containers like this one and also in water bottles that are usually for food and water. The chemical in these containers gets transferred to the food that we put in it, and then right after it gets transferred to our body. This chemical can be very harmful to humans into the point that can cause us cancer. The use of plastic items can also affect the reproductive system of male and females. Chemicals present in the elaboration and utilization of these two items, or another kind of like plastic containers, also with the mix of the consumption of the beverage and the food, can cause a change in the reproductive system of any female or male into the point that can cause birth disease. Lastly, the overuse of plastic items it's one of the triggers that provokes obesity in a person. The chemicals used to create these plastic containers can make the metabolism of a person slow down very proportional to the point that it creates obesity. The second benefit that we have by that we can get by avoiding the use of plastic items is that we can help improve our environment. One of the benefits of avoiding the use of plastic items in our environment is to avoid the extinction of marine animals. Plastic in our ocean is one of the more lethal triggers to the marine environment. Plastic end up on the ocean, and it's the one that triggers the death of millions of animals every year and the harm of many others. It, the plastic can damage our marine ecosystem by encouraging the growth of different bad corals. They are very harmful to the fishes. This is according to Simon Reddy in the article Plastic Pollution Affects the Sea Life. Another environmental benefit is that reduce the pollution in our environment. According to the scientist Clarice Laguerre, an estimate of 299 million tons of plastic were produced in 2013, in which 83% of the plastic ended up on the ocean and still there. This image right here is an example of how the ocean full of plastic looks. Everything is surrendered by water bottles and plastic bottles that is gonna take hundred of years to decompose. It takes a few years for a simple water bottle to decompose, but with the quantity of plastic on our oceans, this time races into 100 of years, even more. Our soil ecosystem can also get benefit by avoiding the use of plastic. One of the consequences of plastic waste is that lead to the contamination in our environment, which is very harmful to our soil ecosystem. This may cause our ecosystem change to produce a serious problem with our climate change. Those are the different many reasons we can have by avoiding the use of plastic items in our daily living. To conclude, there are two main reasons that we can benefit ourselves by avoiding the use of plastic items in our daily living. One of them is that we benefit our health, we benefit our body, and the second one is that we benefit our ecosystem. Avoiding plastic items can also be a community uh, thing because we are the one who creates the plastic. We are aware of who using, so we are the one who we can avoid the waste.